They can go in the gym. They know they're not outside freezing or outside in the rain or outside God knows what doing, like the street's right there. Then they could go to the other school if they had to, and it would also be open slightly earlier, and they can go inside with supervised staff. That way alleviating the traffic and the danger of the kids just kind of milling about. That way, if you had to get back and forth, it's not this like crazy rush between there and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many parents with two children.
Yeah, they'd be like here and there trying to get back
And
and forth.
it's just 10 minutes between the weekends.
It's
to go, and it's
impossible.
traffic. It's not possible to leave two kids in the two places.
10 minutes, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Here, to answer your question, there's two approaches. The district can provide supervision on behalf of the school district, which would mean that we would incur an expense. We would incur an expense, meaning that we'd have to budget for people to supervise the children, because we would never let children into the building unsupervised. Or we have a secondary option that is going to be provided. We're going to be surveying parents for before and after school care. So if parents want before and after school, if drop-off and pickup can be a concern, then the parents have the option to work through this third provider, third-party service, and they can have their students
Is
no,
there
not
going to be a
part-
fee for that too?
Excuse me?
Is there going to be a fee for that for the parents, for the after-school care and the before-school care?
Yes, there would be. Yes, there would be.
So you don't think about our kids' safety. You don't think about our kids. You don't think about working with the parents. There's a bunch of like single moms, parents who work long hours to make our family, pay the bills and everything. And right now we cut it because we can't drop off the kids. We have to rush ourselves between two schools and hire babysitters or whatever. And we don't have money too for that.
Yeah, give us solution.
Give a solution. Like me.
Because I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm single mom. My mom's picking up my kid from school because I'm working long hours. It's 3 minutes from my house to the school. My mom doesn't drive the car right now. How she's gonna pick up my kid from here? Who's gonna help me? And I'm single mom. So what's the answer for our questions? You didn't think about parents. You think about cutting the budget. You want to build a new school. You said it's 60 million. Where does that money are right now to leave good teachers on the position, leave the school alone and kids wherever they are. Many people buy the houses near school.
Well, it's a couple things. You have a couple things going on. Number one, we do care about the safety of our kids. We're very concerned about the safety of our kids. We have brought it up to the parents. We did have a proposal. We, not me specifically, we had a proposal to address many of the issues that you basically outlined. And we respect the voters. The voters voted overwhelmingly. Our first referendum did not pass. We are in a position where we do not have money. We do not have money. We would love to provide exactly what you've stated. We would love to have additional staff. We cannot afford it. We would love to have additional opportunities. We cannot afford it. We're in a position where we're trying to meet everybody's needs and maintain great programs. And we've got to make many tough decisions. And I know this is your first meeting that you're at, but there's been many, many meetings where we've had this discussion. And I got to share with you, we agree with you. We didn't want to go to grade centers. We didn't want to do this. This board did not want to do it. It's been very difficult for many of the people sitting at this table and many of the people that are sitting in the crowd. And we understand. We know you have busy lifestyles. We know it. We're trying to do the best. We're trying to provide pathways. Our solutions are minimal.
Yes, but why are you transferring the schools? You don't have, the board doesn't have the money, but transferring and separate the kids right now, it's a lot of money too, right? Can you say as it is?
It's a lot of money saved.
Yeah, but we're gonna have a lots of kids in the one class. Right now it's like 20. in the next year it's going to be more kids in the one class. How did?
There's more class.
No, it's not going to be more class. If they're hiring 17 teachers.
And what I would suggest is after the meeting, if you just give your name and number to Dr. O'Malley, and perhaps you guys can have a conversation a little bit more in detail in a sense of the questions that you have.
Of course. So can he answer how he can solve the problem with dropping off the kids?
Right, and that's one of the questions that you could bring up with him in a sense, and he'll be able to have
No, sir. It's not just me. It's a bunch of the parents.
We have
We're concerned
children that go
about
to two
that.
different schools. And the high school starts later. I have a high schooler, I have two high schoolers, I have one that's going to come here and one that's going to go
Yeah.
to Giles.
It's not just
I
me.
have 4 kids.
It's many
High school
parents.
starts earlier, so how is it? I start work at 9. My husband starts work at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's what you guys are not realizing.
Yeah, and
that
you're alone.
You guys didn't talk. You guys made the decision without talking. I understand you had other meetings, but like she said, we also have children we have to come back to.
I know that the gates open earlier. So, for example, here at Lee,
But this is what you
But
guys
they are
understand. But not
outside.
everybody has to
I'm sorry,
work at home.
we're going to have to go through our list of questions, and then we'll open it up to the public and see if anyone else has any questions.
No, but the Dr. O'Malley didn't answer our question, what the lady asked. It's not about just me. There's a bunch of parents who want to hear that answer. It's not just me.
Well, let's be clear. What I'm giving you may not be the answer that you like, and I understand that. I accept
That's what
that.
I like. I want, if you're saying that you're thinking about solutions, so give us solution as a parent, because you have, it's about our kids.
So
You have to work with us.
Let's go back to
too.
the original question, if you don't mind. Let's go back to the original question. What was asked of me, and these are my words, not the person's words, and they can be stated if they so choose, are what are you going to do in the morning, and quite possibly after, what are you going to do in the morning so that we can drop off our kids? Are you going to leave open the gymnasium? Right? Are you going to leave open the doors? And my statement, although it's not popular and you may not like it, this is the statement that I gave. This is the solutions that we have. The district can either pay for people to have at the building to supervise your kids. Well, we have contractual obligations that we have to meet with the teacher. The teacher has a contract in place. Their day starts at 8:10. And we have to be respectful to what we've agreed to. So going back to what my answer is, we could provide a service that the district would pay for. Or what we're looking into right now is having a third party, and the parents can invest in that third party. I'm not saying these are best solutions. They may not be the solutions that you like. But I can share with you in my own life, my neighborhood, we carpool as families. So I work with my neighbors in dropping off my kids every day. My wife works with my neighbors and dropping off and picking up kids every day. I pick up kids that are my neighbors and I drop them off at the school all the time. And I meet them at the park. And we've found solutions that have worked in our life. I'm not saying that's what you should do, but these are additional solutions on top of the 2 things that may take place. And I'm just sharing with you so you understand. Because we have been having many meetings over this, and they're very difficult decisions. We're not saying they're the right decisions, but they're difficult decisions that had to be made in order for us to keep the current staffing, or keep to a certain extent, keep the staffing with respect to the programs that we have. And so, I know it's not helpful. I would encourage you to just come and sit down with me. I'd be more than happy to listen.
Yeah, but I told you I found my solution. My mom, my parents helping me, but she doesn't drive the car. And there's a bunch of grandmas who picking up the kids too, and they not always have the car. That's the main problem. I understand you have to cut your budget. I understand you have your things going on, and it's hard with this life. But please do something for the parents. Think about the kids. We have to pay the bills. We have to work. And like this lady said, she's alone because her husband working since 5 in the morning too. She's with those kids and she doesn't know how to figure it out. And you're saying with the neighbors, we all in the same situation. We already exchange sometimes with the parents. I'm still working, but if the parent, I have 1 child, okay. But my friend, she got 2. And one is going to Jazz, another to Lee. And right now she's not able to even help me, right? Because she has to figure out what to do with her kids.
Perhaps it would be helpful if you could give us a time frame as to when you will be contacting the third party, when the surveys will be going out to the community, when we will have something more definitive than we hope we can figure this out. You know what I mean, as far as the mornings. Do you have a ballpark? Is it a month? Is it 2 months? I mean, parents are trying to plan for next year, so if we can give them something.
Sure. I talked to the person who was in charge of the program. Her name was Julie Lyons. Neuer and Union Ridge are using the same programs. I asked her to send me a contract this afternoon. I did not receive it. When I receive the contract, I'll send it to our attorney. Our attorney will review it to make sure that that it's within the boundaries of his expectations. And I'm hopeful to bring to the board the contract for approval in April. But at the same time, she is the individual, Julie Lyons, is going to be sending out a survey, and she's going to be giving me the database on the survey. So it'll only be sent to the parents via email.
So, but the hope is that within the next month.
Oh, by April, you'll have a contract. You're going to know exactly what's going to be available to the parents. And again, these are not the best options, but they're options nonetheless.
Athena Clars.
First off, for the moms, I totally get it. I'm gonna have two kids, or kids in separate schools, and in 2 years I'm gonna have 3 separate kids in 3 different schools. I think once things get moving and we start getting into the routine of things, I think it's gonna be a smoother transition. I mean, I know it's frustrating right now, but I honestly think that it will all work out. I know that the buildings open, the gates open like 5 minutes before school starts. I know it's outside. I know the kids will be cold. However,
It's not just about the
supervising.
cold. Somebody can give your kid.
But there's teachers. There's super. I mean, I know here at Lee, there's a teacher at the gate. If there's an aide or someone at the gate, then the kids go behind the gate. When it's raining or snowing, they go in the school.
Of course, but one teacher can control a bunch of the kids.
And there's
Again,
I'm
somebody
sure
can
there's
just
more
walk
teachers
in,
than
take
that.
your kid, and walk away.
I'm just saying. I think
That's a right now. I don't know how it's done with Giles, but that's how it's done.
I'm sorry, Athena, do you have a question?
Yes, I do have a question. Anyway, there's also a lot of parents that are they're excited about the transition. I know what you said made a comment about some T-shirts first day of school. I have 3 kids in 3 different grade levels. Haven't ever heard of that. So, moving on to next year, some of the programs that you guys want to implement. Are we thinking about implementing those gifted classes next year? And then as far as scheduling for middle, or are we calling it junior high or middle school? I'm not sure what we're calling it. But we're calling it a middle school. Okay, are we planning on mixing the kids up from class to class, or are they moving as a herd like they do now?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily. Well, they're moving as a group. so.
I mean, for example, my 6th grader moves the same 6th graders from class to class. Next year, now that our schedule is more flexible?
Well, there's flexibility and there's flexible and very flexible. We're flexible. And so we're not going to have, we'll have them move as groups, but they'll be able to move based on performance, let's just say, in their writing or in ELA or MAP or even in Spanish. So if they're doing very well in Spanish and they're 5th grade Spanish, maybe we can bump them up to 6. But remember, this is going to be a transition thing. It's just not going to happen all at once because we have some broken programs. They're not as fluid. So it's going to take some time before we can actually get to a model where we're going to have pure flexibility where kids are going to be able to do much more than they've ever done before.
Are you looking at getting those kids that maybe excel in math or in reading, that those extra classes next year?
I wouldn't say extra classes, but we're going to allow the kids to go at the pace that they're at. If you have kids that are more advanced in math, what we want to do is we want those kids to be more advanced. We want to differentiate the instruction. If we can't provide it, we're going to find a way to provide it. And so we're going to look at the information, look at the data, we're going to place the kids, and we're going to have what I refer to as a flexible model. But again, it's not in high school. So you're not going to have kids that are taking different levels of English, different levels of geometry, because we don't have that staff.